21 Savage has officially become a permanent U.S. resident and may now go overseas. 21 Savage is going back.
Savage has formally turned into an extremely durable US occupant and may now go abroad. 21 Savage is returning home to London. Brother just opened his privileges today. We have some unstable news for you. It's around 21 Savage, his significant other Keyanna, and the red-hot undertaking with latto that has been shaking the web. So lock in light of the fact that we have every one of the delicious subtleties here. Picture this: a universe of charm, marvelousness, and stealthy relationships from the core of the rap business to the glinting lights of Hollywood. A story moves on the edges of both distinction and disgrace. Amidst the blinding camera streaks and the tenacious quest for titles, 21 Savage's once confidential life has been pushed into the unforgiving spotlight. Seemingly a commonplace superstar sentiment took a slippery turn when his significant other Keyana chose to pull back the drapery on the inward operations of their relationship. Yet stand by, it gets juicier. There's more going on that meets the eye. Envision a reality where rapper private life is covered in secret, with the marriage left hidden, not so much for adoration, but rather for lawful comfort. What connections would one go to get a super durable stay in the place where there is fresh chances to succeed? Enter latto, the enigmatic figure whose presence transformed this story of conjugal mystery into a hurricane of embarrassment and enthusiasm. From incognito excursions to the sparkling sands of Puerto Rico to unpretentious clues in enigmatic virtual entertainment, post a story. Even all that script scholars couldn't concoct. Yet don't think it closes there. Keyanna, equipped with a wild assurance to recover her spotlight, sent off a not set in stone to have a special interest in the tempestuous universe of 21 Savage's heart. What resulted was an unfortunate back and forth, with feelings running high in the stakes, higher still as the tail obstacles towards its peak. The supposed bomb drops 21 Savage, presently secure in his extremely durable US residency, cuts off the binds that bound him to Keyanna, leaving a path of broken trust and broken guarantees in his manner. Yet will this newly discovered opportunity make ready for an adoration that challenges all chances? Or will it disintegrate under the persevering look of public examination and embarrassment-hungry sensationalist newspapers? One thing's for sure: in the consistently stirring cauldron of popularity and fortune love is a problematic increase. And in the adventure of sentiment, decent aspiration, nobody can anticipate who will arise triumphant, and who will be left in the residue their heart stomps on, and their fantasies broke. So attach your seat bells, dear watchers, as we dive further into the dim waters of 21 Savage's marriage show, where each contoured and go divulges another layer of intricacy, energy, and interest. Envision a reality where the polished facade of big-name life disguises a maze of stowed-away intentions and determined moves. Keyanna's disclosure strip back the layers, uncovering a reality where murmurs of affection were muffled by the clicking of legitimate desk work and the ticking of the migration clock. Yet it doesn't end there. Strip back the drapes further, and you will find a story that hazy spots lines among security and mystery. Was 21 Savage's obstinate on staying quiet about his marriage of simple craving for isolation? Or was it a cunningly coordinated ascent to keep up with the deception of the singlehood? While playing a field without outcome, what drove 21 Savage down the misleading way where the appeal of green cards and legitimate security eclipsed the holiness of adoration and responsibility? As Keyanna's records weave a story of doubt and treachery, reality arises like a phoenix, miraculously rising like a phoenix after misdirection. Unwind the strings of control and self-safeguarding, where the quest for the fantasy impacts head-on with the delicate obligations of trust and genuineness. Can cherish really bloom the shadows of ulterior thought processes? Or is it bound to wilt under the heaviness of stowed-away plans and misleading statements? Envision the scenery of 21 Savage's ascent to distinction, a youthful English ability causing disturbances in the core of American hip-jump culture. Yet in the background a ticking clock lingered over everything. he might do a commencement to the termination of his visa that took steps to overturn his well-deserved place in the place, where there is fresh new chances. Enter the green card, the brilliant ticket that guarantees changelessness in a universe of momentary notoriety. Yet is the stakes raised, so do the intricacies of the decisions laid before him. For what reason did 21 Savage select a shadowy way of marriage as a way to get his visit, as opposed to chasing after additional customary legitimate roads? What roused his choice to keep this urgent move covered in mystery, protecting it from, according to people in general and his gay fan base, was 21 Savage's decision to wed Keyanna, an essential computation or a frantic bid to safeguard his well-deserved place in an American spotlight, uncover the complexities of the general set of laws that pushed him to settle on a choice that would at last shape the course of his own and proficient life. Yet as the green card adventure unfurls, questions emerge. What were the possible repercussions of the great stakes bet? And how could it set up for the L triangle that would later ends catch 21 Savage in a snare of outrage and tragedy? Stay tuned as we analyze the intricacies of 21 Savage's green card excursion, where the quest for steadiness conflicted with the complexities of the heart, leaving a path of lawful entrapments and personal commotion in its manner. Prepare yourself for a tornado ride into the shameful undertaking that shook the groundworks of 21 Savage's apparently impervious marriage enterpart. The enigmatic figure whose very presence sent shockwaves through the rap business in the realm of newspaper title. Yet who is Latto? And how could she figured out how to enthrall the core of the enigma 21 Savage envision an existence where murmurs of mystery rendezvous and clandestine escapes make an enticing story of prohibited love and surreptitious sentiment, from the gleaming shores of Puerto Rico to the quieted murmurs of the business insiders. The story of 21 Savage's trap with Latto unfurls like a tearing show, leaving crowds hypnotized and energetic. For more, as we disentangle the strings of the perplexing relationship, where obscure online entertainment post and painstakingly arranged hints portray energy and interest. How did Latto explore the slippery waters of adoring a man limited by the chains of marriage? And what drove her to continue in the affection that could exist in the shadows? Yet as the adventure develops, the public brightness escalates, and the stakes take off higher than ever. Find the turbulent excursion of the sentiment, caught between the blinding lights of notoriety and the immovable requests of public examination. Can genuine affection flourish in our current reality, where mysteries rule? Or is it bound to disintegrate under the heaviness of constant newspaper tattle? According to the fans and pundits, the same concedes the style and excitement of the music business, where steadfastness is scant and enticement prowls everywhere. 21 Savage in Parcel's undertaking turns into an image of enthusiasm about a story that obscures the lines between adoration, want, and the ever-present yearn for, as we strip back the layers of the relationship plan, to be brought into a universe of red-hot enthusiasm and tragic decisions where love and distinction crash. In a dance of wanton trickery, set yourself up for a wild fight as Keyanna, 21 Savage's alienated spouse, ventures into not entirely set in stone to recover her story despite catastrophe and selling out in reality as we know it, where distinction and ignominy impact case striking and determined moves become the highlight of the adventure that rises above the limits of conventional sentiment. What drives her to the step in